All right, guys, the next piece of our SB3 arsenal is pH neutral soap. So pH neutral soap is important. It's least likely to clog your ceramic coated car. It's great for regular cars as well. So this is best used in a foam cannon, which we use an MTM foam cannon. We've talked about this before. So this is pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward to use. You put 2 ounces in your foam cannon and you use it like you would use a regular foam cannon, okay? So on the MTM, they want 2 ounces, okay? The SB3, we got American company. MTM, they're made in Italy, so they use milliliters. I don't know. All right, so fortunately, we know from our little measuring cup that 60 milliliters is 2 ounces. So I got a little measuring cup here, but you could eyeball it. It's hard to see on camera, but you know, this is the 1,000 milliliter line, and I've got it just a little bit below the 50 milliliter increment for the 60 milliliters. So we also have these convenient foam cannon or bottle screw tops that are funnels, because stuff inevitably gets everywhere. Nice orange color here. 60 milliliters, 2 ounces. Doesn't have to be an exact science, but it's always good to have an exact science. So this screw top, I'll send you the link if you need it. This fits pretty well on top of the foam cannon. All right. I always wipe off this kind of stuff, guys, because it gets sticky over time and you'll regret not wiping it off. So wipe that off. Stick this back in. You get a little bit of water everywhere, but you are gonna want to shake this. Okay. So we're gonna prep this Lexus that we have behind us. You might have seen it in another video. We removed some iron and fallout from it using the decon. And so here we're gonna use the soap. And so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm always gonna use a 40-degree nozzle to spray off and rinse my vehicle. All right, you notice how I stay a ways away from the vehicle and I'm using this wider angled tip. And the reason I do that is to minimize the chance. Now this vehicle is brand new, it doesn't have any rock chips, but if you did have rock chips and you're too close and too narrow of a nozzle, you could widen the rock chip. If you had clear bra, you could lift the clear bra. So I use a wide angle nozzle. I stay, a few feet from the vehicle, and that's how I do that. So I'm gonna disconnect this nozzle. I'm going to connect my foam cannon. So on these foam cannon nozzles, you can increase the amount of soap and suds using this knob. I always turn it on max, and then this nozzle will adjust the spray pattern. And so for me, I like the wider sort of flat spray pattern. Just like this. All right, now in most circumstances, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have a rinse bucket with a grit guard. And it doesn't matter what brand, just pick up a grit guard and a bucket, fill it with clean water, and use that to rinse off your mitt, and the grit will go to the bottom of the bucket. We talked about that in one of our aftercare videos. So I'm just gonna kind of quickly demonstrate. You're gonna clean, you wanna always clean from top to bottom. And we try to go in angles here. Smells pretty good. So I'm going, you can actually, rinse off, or, you can rinse it off with a pressure washer and then dip it in. And I'm using the lightest, I'm barely touching the surface of the vehicle, okay? That's a key. All right, so we got a bucket over here with a grit guard. I'm gonna leave that there. This is just for demonstration. Now we gotta rinse the vehicle off. So you got the foam can, you take it off. Quick connect. We're gonna put our nozzle back on. Now, I'm gonna teach you a trick so that you don't have to learn this the hard way. You see this? It looks like it's locked in, okay? But the moment I press the trigger, it's gonna come back out. So don't do what I've done in the past, which is not check to make sure it's locked. So you put it in, make sure it's locked. Pull on the nozzle. to make sure it's locked. And do the same when you're swapping out to the foam cannon. Either way, this thing will shoot out like a projectile, trust me. So we're sure we got it locked in. And then again, we're just gonna spray top to bottom. It's that easy, guys, and it smells good. All right, so that's the process. So you're gonna rinse the vehicle off, put 2 ounces in the foam cannon of the pH neutral SB3 soap, shake it up so that it's mixed up, connect it to your pressure washer, double check to make sure the nozzle's good, spray it down, agitate with a microfiber mitt. We use auto fiber mitts. Use those, grit guard and bucket, or spray it off with a pressure washer, and then rinse it off after you're done, top to bottom, side to side.